always plentiful amounts of topics for Metokur to cover, now more so than ever because in early 2017 he launched his Patreon.
Has this been your longest op, using YouTube for 10 years and now monetizing? Yeah, this has been my grand plan, really. You know, when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Create multiple channels over the last decade, allowing them each to get up to a point where they become popular and then closing them down, all leading to this one moment. It was a very long operation, but I think I planned it out pretty fucking well.
This Patreon was the first and only way, at least for now, that Metokur was making money online. He had refused to allow advertisements on his videos and stated that he would keep it that way. Yet this was getting some pushback, in part due to him being a critic of those that overly monetize their presence on the platform, among many other things. One of the larger gripes was creators not adjusting their releases to reflect their increase in revenue, as Metokur was now trying to adhere to a weekly upload schedule. And for the most part, he delivered. Sometimes he even uploaded an additional video. But when he failed to do so, this video of Metokur, now changed to portray him as a target, would crop up.
Because they're that fucking stupid. I could make it up. I could completely blow smoke up their ass, and they would fucking love it.
This video, like any other used against Metokur, had virtually no effect on his image. Viewers were now more engrossed with this old, yet new thing that was rearing its head around.
You're Jim, right? You're the Jim?
Yeah, I'd be the Jim.
The Jim, okay.
That was the streamer Destiny being introduced to Metokur. The two debated on various political issues for about an hour and a half. Metokur is overall seen as the victor in the stream, as it is remembered as Metokur's intuition versus Destiny's intellect. Metokur also had the upper hand because he did not take any hard stances. Even so, Metokur, now understanding Destiny a bit more, would go out of his way to interact with him.
Hello, I heard there was an Oompa Loompa meeting going on, so I wanted to join in.
Oh, wonderful. We've got Metokur.
This is the under 4 feet tall club. Did I jump to the right stream?
That was a Google Hangout that hosted various online political commentators, including Destiny, who is not very tall, as Metokur enjoys pointing out.
I mean, I'm not against
Nick, Barry,
gay
Metokur,
people,
anything you want to talk about?
Why does he have a picture of... anyways, yeah. I wanted to search something up. Wanted to... Destiny and Lawrence Sovereign. Destiny, Lawrence Sovereign. Yeah. Political streamer. He's just a political streamer that started like 2016 to, around after Gamergate. So yeah, odd how a lot of people started after Gamergate. It's very odd. Wow. Right. I heard they fuck. Like odd. I heard odd things about Destiny. Really odd ones. But I'm not gonna claim that they did the deed because I don't know and I don't wanna be sued, so let's just keep it that way, guys. Don't fuck your opponents, please. It's not good for you. I mean, for your mental health. So yeah.
No bullshit.
Not in particular. No, I'm good.
I mean, if we're opening it up to just different topics of conversation, Destiny, what brand of stilts do you use? Because I've been
That was a nice one, dude.
curious
I love it
about
when
that
people
for a
literally use a
while.
cartoon avatar, build their entire personality around a topic. That's actually really funny.
Get
to me,
off
man.
your high horse.
That's
all right?
really good.
Don't
You got
be so
any more
sure.
there in your little book there? I know how long you've
Little
been into
book?
this.
Are
You're,
you
like,
sure that's not
you're
yours?
real excited
I
here to
borrowed
go.
it
Keep
from
going,
you.
my
The
dude.
little book.
What cartoon picture did you use to represent yourself for this conversation, buddy?
3 homosexual men.
Just
You
the
should appreciate it.
That's pretty funny.
Why the fuck?
You should appreciate it. 3 gay men.
Hilarious. You're right, my man.
Medicare interjects only a short amount for the next 30 minutes and lets the serious topics be debated before honing in on Destiny once more.
Man,
So, does anyone want to make any final
debate
statements,
someone
final points
of three gay dudes
to
on a
wrap
profile
up this
picture.
hilarity?
Yeah, I'd
We go down.
love to, if I can have a minute.
Excellent. Go ahead.
I just
We're
wanted
a little short on time, so keep it fast.
I will. I just wanted to ask the little guy, are you still suing girls on the internet?
Ooh, I actually am not able to talk about that publicly at the moment.
Wait a moment.
I'm sorry. But
You're suing somebody for hurt
I can't
feelings,
speak about
really?
that. Your advice of counsel, I'm not supposed to talk about that right now. I'm sorry. Can I just a quick comment?
I'm not
I appreciate the
supposed to
comment.
talk.
I really do.
You
I
have-
love all
you
of
have-
you. Even
alright.
if, except for Mr. Medicare, I hate you. But and no
I
bullshit.
hate
But
you,
Lauren,
I hate you too, Midget.
This was the old that was
Oh
new
my
again.
God.
It was known as IBS, or Internet Blood Sports.
Yeah.
As opposed to physical blood sports, the internet once allowed beratement of one's opponent on their history, ongoing controversies, unsubstantiated rumors, and physical features. Nothing is off the table as the overall goal is to win this war of roasts. A form of this conflict can be traced all the way back to 5 years prior.
It's called Battle Camp, an interactive website where audiences get to vote whether to keep the person on or not. It's the need to outdo one another.
There are many reasons why this community of creators, who are mostly made up of current or former political
IBS. So, what the fuck was that actually? I really suck at commentary, so guys, just stay with me. I'm just going Google because I'm not registering the information at all. So, and as you can see, I still have the tabs open for later.
commentators were easing towards IBS, one of which could be that their bread and butter, the peak of whatever Gamergate was, or even just the 2016 election had passed, and so had interest in many of these figures that tried to keep the candle burning. Separate from IBS, Medicare was broadening his videos to target some of these figures. As for the ones involving themselves in IBS, Medicare points out the main three channels hosting this sort of content.
Three of the main channels that have really popped up to promote this would be Andy Worski with The Worski Show, Tonkasa with The Morning Kumite, and Baked Alaska with The Baked Alaska Show. These are three different individuals. Their channels are hosting this as a format to go forward with, and it's been met with a very positive reaction from the audience.
Medicare also states within this video that the large-scale criticisms of creator CrownTT, who Medicare also did a video series on, also helped spark IBS. And to that, some of the most memorable IBS streams were the ones where creators were being exposed live. Enter Matt the Boulder Jarbo, famous for being targeted by Zoe Quinn as she used the DMCA process to take down a video of his in the past.
You can see Matt talk about this from time to time. He'll bring up the fact that Zoe false DMCA'd him, that he's sort of a big deal. He was there at the beginning, just an innocent YouTuber being abused by a bigger individual. How horrible must that feel? How fucking awful must that be?
This made Jarbo quite popular in 2014 during the height of Gamergate, but now in 2017 he was getting attention for the same reason, only he was on the other side of things.
6 years ago, I made some stupid puppet videos called Polly the Polar Bear. They were an attempt to be super edgy and ridiculous. Not the best representation of who I am. Dumb jokes have a way of coming back to bite you in the ass.
The infamous Polly the Polar Bear video is one where Jarbo, through a puppet figure, says the word of the day is the N-word.
Oh.
After the
Don't say
video's rediscovery, as Medicare stated, Jarbo removed it from his channel. But mysteriously, other channels were finding it difficult to show the footage.
Oh, well, what do you know? It looks like Ethan was going to do a stream and talk about it. He was going to have people on and they were going to talk about Monday Matt's Polly the Polar Bear video. Let's pull up some footage of that and see what happened. This video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on hate speech. What's going on here? It couldn't be the Polly the Polar Bear video, because just looking at the archive, you can see it survived on YouTube with all the algorithms and people watching it for 6 entire years. So if it was defined as hate speech, Matt would have been struck with a strike long before Ethan Ralph showing it on his stream would have been struck with a strike. And so people began to put forward what their theory was on what exactly happened with the stream. It's Mundane Matt's fault. I just want to outright say that. There's no way. I'm 100% certain Matt did this.
As was tradition, they got Matt on stream to hear his side of the story.
Jim, I understand what you're saying. And I've actually publicly stated this on Twitter a couple times. There was a time period where people were making videos like Godwinson and Dame Pesos, and those videos did come down. I did not have anything to fucking do with that shit. Somebody's going out there and flagging this crap, and I swear to God, I have no idea. I've publicly said on multiple streams, stop doing it. I've tweeted, stop doing it, and people keep doing it, and then I keep getting blamed.
Jarbo attempted to pin the blame on a troll, flagging videos that included him to make him look bad.
If you look at his Twitter, it's a daily thing almost. Every month Mundane Matt's talking about it. Denial after denial after denial. The poor bastard just can't catch a break. And as for that coincidental timing of him being there to give an explanation of why he didn't do it, right after the stream was flagged, well, there's a reasonable explanation for that as well. Mundane Matt is really Minecraft Matt. The fucking quarry king.
Because I wasn't home when I got it. I was on my way to go, like, pick rocks, literally. We found a dude in the middle of fucking nowhere who's giving away boulders. Rocks are fucking expensive. I'm just going to put out my statement, go run this errand, pick up these boulders. I went down and picked up boulders today.
He was just doing his normal afternoon activity of bringing his child with him while he went to collect boulders off the side of the road. You know, a typical activity that we all engage in on a weekly basis. I can't tell you how many fond memories I have of growing up with my parents and having them take me out on a boulder hunt on a Wednesday afternoon.
Alongside the strange excuse Jarbo was providing were the various channels that were being targeted that made fun of Jarbos such as Dame Pesos and Godwinson. And throughout the stream, Jarbo continued to deny he had any hand in the flagging of their channels. The one thing protecting Jarbo was that this was not a DMCA or a similar form of a Content ID claim, as when that process is initiated, it shows who pulled down the video and YouTube is involved only minimally, as this is a legal process. A flagging, however, is something anyone could do, and is done to bring attention to YouTube of content that could be breaking their community guidelines. But perhaps, it may be possible to find out who exactly flagged a video.
There is a way you can show your reporting history on YouTube. I'll link it in the chat. So if you didn't do it, they should have nothing in it, correct?
Oh, the plot thickens.
As was brought forward on the stream, there is a way to check a flagging history. This has to be done through a channel owner, and while the other participants of the stream were showing their own flagging history, Jarbo was eerily silent.
You're taking way too long, Matt. You're guilty as fuck. Take a screenshot. We want to see what you report it, all right? Stop fucking around. It's been like fucking 8 minutes.
Jesus Christ,
Take a screenshot and show him. No, I'm sick of you lying.
I'll send you an image because, look.
No, just okay.
No, wait, I want to hear this.
All right, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Now go ahead.
Okay, let me preface this by saying
go ahead.
Destroy your life,
that
so
I
never do it.
can get angry.
Of your bathroom.
Uh-oh. Matt got a little bit angry. I wonder what that could mean. What could he have possibly done? I'm innocent, guys. I haven't done what I'm accused of, but I might have done something else. I wonder what that something else is.
Let's stay on topic here, boys.
Yeah, let's stay focused. I'm really interested. I think I'm just like Elsa up there.
I have a lot of tabs open, but I have...
Thanks for reporting.
That one. But nothing on...
Now, wait a minute.
Nothing on that. That's just...
What the fuck?
So, I have been...
Oh my... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, just, yeah, I'm really not good at reacting to this. I have, that's too much information in one video. I have nothing to say. Oh, wow, yeah. My brain turned off after like.
And not the best place mentally. And
Wait a minute, Matt! No! Matt, no!
The discovery of Jarbo being the source of the flagging was only half of his destruction. The second half was going back and looking at all the excuses he made and his involvement with Candid.
I bought a house, Jim. I'm having a kid, Jim. That's why I have to flag videos on YouTube. I'd like to remind you that Mundane Matt is a man who wrote a fucking book on how to handle the internet. He sells a book on Amazon. Well, sell is being...
Okay. Guys, you can sell books on Amazon. I think you will be popular and make money, so you don't have to work. Pro tip.
Generous. He gives it away for $0 and there's still no takers. The advertisers, his fellow YouTubers, the skeptic community that seemingly was a large part of this marketing push. And Matt was a part of that. Let's talk about free speech and the Candid app. Notice how there's no disclosure up top. These people are part of a community that are skeptical. They're free speech advocates. They don't lay down. They don't take it up the ass. They're there to defend you, unless you're putting a $10,000 check in their pocket. And then fuck you, am I right, Harmful? When Harmful would release a video talking about Candid, or poking at Matt on social media, Matt would then, in kind, respond and tell him he was basically crazy.
The point Medicare is making is that Jarbo was also part of the promotion of this app, that was, in a way, weaponized to counter opposition of it, even though it should go against their core beliefs.
Working with a company whose business plan is to censor and fuck them over. And not just them, everybody else.
This was all covered in Medicare's The Ballad of Mundane Matt video, and a good example of how blood sports could progress ongoing feuds. But as was becoming more and more the case, certain feuds that should have only amounted to banter were taken far more seriously by their participants.
Reasonable explanation for that as well. Mundane Matt is really Minecraft Matt, the fucking quarry king.
Oh, okay.
Talking about Candid, or poking at Matt on...
Only amounted to banter were taken far more seriously by their participants.
There's a term that's existed on the internet since, well, the internet itself has existed. It describes a certain personality type, a character most people would encounter on the forums that they might frequent or image boards they might visit. It's a special kind of individual. Somebody who's easily quick to anger, who lacks the ability to banter or joke with other people. When forced into a corner or a situation in which they cannot win, they will inevitably fall back upon the position of wanting to kick your ass.
You triggered, my dude? You sound pretty triggered.
Oh, I'm triggered as fuck. I would fuck your face up so bad.
Oh shit, I'm sure you
Why
would,
does
my
he
dude.
sound
I
like
was
he
so
wants to
mad right
fuck
now.
Destiny? He sounds like he wants to fuck Destiny, man. I don't know why, but we should kiss. Honestly. Why fight? Fighting is not good. Not at all. Damn.
Oh god, you sound so mad, dude.
Oh, I'm mad.
Oh,
I would
sound,
fuck.
oh, you sound
I
so
would
triggered right now.
fuck you, little bitch.
I'm such an internet tough guy. I'm so mad.
Destiny's opponent in that moment, and who Medicare was making a video about, was Tonka Saw.
That behavior has existed within him, on the internet, for at least 7 or 8 years. Every single person he would encounter who would eventually throw up a roadblock to his bullshit would sooner or later receive a challenge to fight him in real life. But as with most internet tough guys, nobody really gave him much attention. They just saw it as complete bullshit and moved on. That is until a little cokehead by the name of Andy Worski said enough is enough.
I will go to the States. I will go to the ring you want me to go to.
Medicare proceeds with explaining who Worski is from his involvement in IBS, the fabricated information about him and a minor, and the poor advice he received from Tonka Saw. This presents the feud between the two and why Worski, unlike other people, readily took up Tonka's offer.
Shockingly rare occurrence, an internet tough guy actually had to put his ass on the line. And that is thanks to Tara LaRosa. Now Tara, a sometimes guest on the Morning Kumite, had heard that Tonka and Andy were having an argument. Tonka had said that he could set up a fight that he could arrange the details of it, but he was running into some difficulties. And out of nowhere, Tara said, she'll have it set up in 5 minutes. And she wasn't kidding.
Worski took this seriously and the event was being hyped up, but also sabotaged according to Medicare.
Tonka spent his time trying to throw any wrench he could into the gears, trying to slow it down. While on his show, he would talk massive amounts of shit, saying how he was going to badly hurt Andy Worski. And come January 19th, only one man would be standing in the arena. Well, maybe standing is the wrong way to put it.
To elaborate on what Shimon had been saying, Andy Worski is making his way to the cage. His opponent, Tonka Saw, did not show up.
Tonka was a no-show, sabotaging the match by not sending his ID or even blood work.
Tonka Saw refused to sign the contracts asked of him, and sent in multiple names under the contract and the blood work. They even follow up on this in a later paragraph. Mr. Tonka Saw sent in someone else's blood work and ID. He did not make it to Tennessee.
Medicare also goes through some of Tonka Saw's lies. Unlike the Matt Video and Blood Sports events, Medicare had no direct involvement in these happenings. This is because at this point, Medicare had created distance with IBS, just like he did with Gamergate because of how obscure it was becoming.
You got doxing and swatting and pedophilia. You've got infighting and Discord spies and all of this other shit.
We talked about
I don't know how this
pedophilia.
happened. They're just fucking. They're streaming shows on YouTube. They're streaming shows on YouTube. How did any of this happen? How did any of this shit come to be? It's fucking streaming shows on YouTube.
It's because people, social media people have to escalate their content, and they end up doing almost illegal shit. And when they stop being YouTubers or streamers, something like that. Don't take me too seriously. I'm just a guy. So how are you guys?
Medicker's intuition in the spaces he inhabited was remarkable. He knew when to jump ship when things were going awry. He also, unlike some contemporaries, remained consistent in keeping things to banter, avoiding what he deems to be life ruination or any similar serious threats. Additionally, when he did take part in IBS, he was always a strong competitor that was detached in many ways. His anonymity negated any roastings of his appearance, controversies, any heavy-hitting things. Even when he was doxxed, he still made light of the legal history of his that came out.
And look at all these nifty screen caps that should give you the gist of Jimothy's legal dealings regarding his ability or inability to register, insure, or non-drunken drive a car. Can we really be surprised by that? Do we know Irish people that aren't fucking excessive alcoholics?
Another element of Medicker's strategy of detachment was his rule of no online friends.
But I feel like whether you want to admit it or not, you have made some friends because...
No, you're just people on the internet to me. I mean, I've been pretty consistent with that for years. I mean, I've told Andy this, I've told Tonka this.
Right? We're BFFs. We hung out that one night. What are you talking about, Medicare? We bought Chinese and stuff, and we chilled, watched.
We can show up on a stream together and banter or yell. I mean, that's
yeah, but you have a mutual affection. That's a friendship.
No, I don't.
The people Medicare interacts with could be quite unstable, which could be a reason for this rule. This rule also assists in being straightforward in his intentions, in that he will prod at anyone that embarrasses themselves online. Even Worski with the infamous aim stream. But because YouTube does not look kindly of videos showcasing people brandishing weapons, this event cannot be shown to its fullest. The gist is that Worski in Florida, after a verbal confrontation with 3 other individuals at a bar, walks off with his 2 pals. A fair amount of time passes, and these individuals catch up to Worski and his friends, where then Worski convinces his friend to pull a gun through these words.
Go aim.
Oh boy.
This resulted...
Oh boy, please. Don't make it even more harder for me. This is already hard to watch. No. Why are people so weird on the internet?
And Worski and friends calling the police. But in a turn of events, because Worski's friend Alex pulled a gun that was not fired, there were still charges filed against Alex.
Okay, at least
3 of aggravated assault and 1 of simple assault. Medicare had a field day with events like these. The stranger the better.
Okay, let's enter here.